It is possible that there is life on an exoplanet that is situated 120 light-years away from our own. This planet has the potential to be home to life. It is the world that you would like to see, and its name is K2-18b. You would like to go there sometime. K2-18b is not too dissimilar to Earth in any significant way. This paradigm is more comparable to that of a super-Earth. Yes, it is around 9 times larger than what we perceive it to be, and it is approximately 2.6 times larger than our planet. Historians are of the idea that it could be an exoplanet that belongs to the Hycean system. This is essentially simply a sophisticated way of saying that it most likely has an atmosphere that is abundant in hydrogen and that it is covered in liquid ocean. In other words, it is a plain old statement. The fact that this is the case suggests that K2-18b could be the residence of life from another planet. To go there would need a significant amount of time, even if it were possible to do so. If you were to launch yourself from Earth in the direction of this space rock, it would take you around 1.3 million years to reach your destination. That is accurate, you did read that correctly, million. One of the objects that K2-18b circles is a very small red dwarf star that is referred to as K2-18. In addition to that, the atmosphere contains a considerable quantity of carbon dioxide and methane. Due to the fact that the air on this planet is not quite breathable, you would still need to don a spacesuit in order to move around on it. To add insult to injury, I think it would be unwise for me to get overly enthusiastic about this ocean. Even while there is liquid on an exoplanet, this does not necessarily mean that it is water. There is no way to know for sure. It's possible that the material in question happens to be acid, methane, or even ammonia. Within our very own solar system, there is a moon that is completely submerged in liquid lakes. This moon is located in the constellation S. Swimming in such lakes is not something I would recommend doing because they contain methane and ethane, both of which are gases that are hazardous to humans. In certain cases, the temperature of K2-18b is not even close to being extremely high. In the event that an extrasolar planet is present, if you were to bring this globe down to a temperature of -100 degrees Celsius, -148 degrees Fahrenheit, you would determine that it is incredibly cold. During our exploration of this world, we have found that the most exciting thing that we have found is the likelihood that it contains traces of dimethyl sulfide. Only live beings on Earth are capable of creating this particular chemical. There is no other living thing at all. The fact that this is the case suggests that K2-18b could be the residence of life from another planet. There is a distinction to be made between this and the assertion that life must be intelligent. One of the possibilities is that it is aquatic or microbiological in nature. When the conditions are just right, it is feasible that it may even become more complicated than it now is. Until we proceed on a mission to examine this extrasolar world, we will not be able to come to a definitive conclusion about this matter. What led us to think all of this in the first place? With the intention of getting accurate measurements of the atmosphere of this distant planet, we commissioned the James Webb Space Telescope to conduct an investigation into it. A method that is known as the transit method was utilized by humankind in order to locate the majority of the planets that are located outside of our solar system. When a planet moves in front of its star and is able to obscure the light of the star, a phenomenon known as the planetary eclipse takes place. During this period of time, scientists do research on the wavelengths that are in the vicinity of the planets. There are particular wavelengths that have the potential to reveal information regarding the atmospheres of planets that are situated in the most distant parts of the solar system. Extrasolar planets are situated at a significant distance from our own, which is the source of the problem. The challenge of attempting to establish what their surfaces are like solely by gazing through even the most powerful telescopes that we have available to us is not an easy one to undertake. K2-18b is not a super-Earth at all, but rather a miniature Neptune, according to the opinions of a few scholars who have investigated the matter. It is unfortunate to learn this because, as you are aware, Neptune is a massive ice planet. Sorry to hear that. On top of that, If K2-18b is also an ice giant, then the likelihood of there being life from another planet on this planet is not in the least bit likely to be very high. In the event that you are interested in gaining personal knowledge of this realm, you will not have a million years to travel there and investigate it. In light of this, it would be prudent for us to investigate a planet that is located a great lot closer to planet Earth. One example is the star Proxima Centauri b. Proxima Centauri is the star that we have discovered to be the closest to our world. This is due to the fact that it is only 3.5 light-years away from our planet. One of the components of the Alpha Centauri star system, which is made up of not 2 but 3 stars that orbit each other, is the structure in question. In spite of the fact that the exoplanet Proxima Centauri b only orbits one of these stars, you will still be able to see the other 2 stars as dazzling dots hanging in the sky. This extrasolar planet is in an orbit that is uncomfortably close to its home star, and its size is comparable to that of Earth. Additionally, it spins around its home star. We are extremely lucky that the star in issue is a red dwarf, which is a type of star that is substantially cooler and smaller than our Sun. In light of the fact that it indicates that this planet will not be cooked in the same way as Mercury was, this is a piece of great news. Proxima Centauri b is believed to have an average temperature of roughly -39 degrees Celsius, -38 degrees Fahrenheit, according to estimates received from various sources. That is a satisfactory level of comfort when compared to the realms of extraterrestrial realms. Unfortunately, we still do not have a great deal of information regarding the gravity or atmosphere of the exoplanet. This is a reality that we cannot seem to escape. It has the potential to be our best choice when it comes to creating a base in interstellar space. On the other hand, it is likely that it will have a harsh atmosphere that is not suitable for the place where humanity will eventually call home. There is even the potential that it includes an abundant amount of acid, pause for a moment and then make a big statement. Or even something much more dangerous along those lines. Going to the area in question is the only method to find out the answer to your question. Furthermore, you should not be alarmed in the event that Proxima Centauri b does not end up being successful. There are a great number of worlds in the universe that have the capability of harboring life. As is the case with this one. It is the Ross 128b. 11 light-years separate this exoplanet from our world, which is located in the solar system. The world is the planet that comes the second closest to being habitable, as determined by the conclusions of many specialists. Additionally, it is more encouraging than the star Proxima Centauri b, which is a significant star. The fact of the issue is that both of them circle stars that are classified as red dwarfs. Proxima b's host star is the only one that is much more aggressive and active than the other stars in the system. Radioactivity is emitted from Proxima b as a consequence of the rare eruptions that it experiences. In Ross 128b, there is a star that is both pleasant and peaceful to observe. Furthermore, in spite of the fact that this planet orbits 20 times closer to its star than the Sun does, it is still situated within the habitable zone in comparison to where Earth is situated. As I indicated before, red dwarfs have a temperature that is substantially lower than that of the Sun. When I use the term cooler, I am referring to their temperature. There is a possibility that the temperature on this planet is approximately 23 degrees Celsius, 73 degrees Fahrenheit, on average. Comparing the current temperature to the average temperature on our home planet, there is just a slight rise in temperature. It is possible that I could make that my permanent home, but I cannot say for sure about you. It is true that we do not know a great deal about this world, yet, we are going to label it as our new home regardless of this fact. A significant amount of potentially harmful radiation is likely to be reaching its surface, and it is also plausible that its atmosphere is not breathable. Both of these possibilities are quite probable. On the other hand, it does not appear to be all that much more difficult than getting to Mars. In the event that we had efficient life support systems in place, it is plausible that we could make it work. Aside from that, it is worth considering the possibility that this super-Earth possesses its very own life. In the event that Ross 128b does, in fact, harbor extraterrestrial life, the nature of that life might be quite different from what you might have anticipated. For a brief period, put yourself in the position of being the first person to make contact with an extraterrestrial species. To be more specific, what might that be like? It is also possible that things will go horribly wrong. To put it another way, it is possible that we will not be able to visit any of the extrasolar planets, even the ones that are located in the closest proximity to our solar system. Up to this point, our team has discovered and confirmed the existence of more than 5,000 extraterrestrial worlds. There are 63 of them that have the potential to form habitable environments. Nevertheless, we are unable to say for certain at this time. There is a significant majority of planets that we have observed that are really terrifying. In fact, the appearance of one of the extrasolar planets is quite comparable to that of Earth. On the other hand, this breathtakingly beautiful blue world is not the kind of place you would want to find yourself settling down in. If you were to attempt that, you would be on your deathbed in a matter of seconds.